Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, family. Welcome to our morning meditation. I am Alicia Anabel Santos, La Santera, the Grand Rising. I pray that you feel rested, or at least trying to feel rested. I pray that you feel some peace this morning. Sit comfortably, feet firmly planted, or in easy pose, cross legged, or lay flat on your yoga mat. Whatever works for you, whatever serves you. Let's do this. Let's move that light from off of me. And let's breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing. Continue breathing. Allow the vibration to move through you. Feel the peace that the vibration is bringing you. Allow the vibration to change the channel. So, whatever you woke up feeling, allow the vibration to lift it out of you. Keep inhaling. What do you need today? Perhaps today we're praying for people. Perhaps today we're calling forth health and speedy recovery and calm and faith and patience and healing. And we're releasing with our breath anything that is contrary to that: fear, loss, grief, pain, worry, uncertainty. Inhale, gentleness, compassion, love, love of self, love for others. Exhale, sadness, depression, concern, regret, resentment, shame. Inhale, gratitude, joy, harmony. Exhale what you don't need. You're exhaling what you don't need, and you're inhaling everything that you need. Today, we are reading from a new text. We are reading Khalil Gibran's The Prophet. We're going to start reading that in sections. And I'm going to start from the beginning of the book. The Coming of the Ship. Al Mustafa, the chosen and the beloved, who was a dawn unto his own day, had waited 12 years in the city of Orphalese for his ship that was to return and bear him back to the isle of his birth. And in the 12th year, on the 7th day of Elul, the month of reaping, he climbed the hill without the city walls and looked seaward, and he beheld his ship coming with the mist. Then the gates of his heart were flung open, and his joy flew far over the sea, and he closed his eyes and prayed in the silences of his soul. But as he descended the hill, a sadness came upon him, and he thought in his heart, how shall I go in peace and without sorrow? Nay, not without a wound in the spirit shall I leave this city. Long were the days of pain I have spent within its walls, and long were the nights of aloneness. And who can depart from his pain and his aloneness without regret? Too many fragments of the Spirit have I scattered in these streets, and too many are the children of my longing that walk naked among these hills, and I cannot withdraw from them without a burden and an ache. It is not a garment I cast off this day, but a skin that I tear with my own hands. Nor is it a thought I leave behind me, but a heart made sweet with hunger and with thirst. Yet I cannot tarry longer. The sea that calls all things unto her calls me, and I must embark. For to stay, though the hours burn in the night, is to freeze and crystallize and be bound in a mold. Fain would I take with me all that is here, but how shall I? A voice cannot carry the tongue and the lips that gave it wings. Alone must it seek the ether. And alone and without his nest shall the eagle fly across the sun. Now, when he reached the foot of the hill, he turned again towards the sea, and he saw his ship approaching the harbor, and upon her prow the mariners, the men of his own land. And his soul cried out to them, and he said, Sons of my ancient mother, you riders of the tides, how often have you sailed in my dreams, and now you come in my awakening, which is my deeper dream. Ready am I to go, and my eagerness with sails full set awaits the wind. Only another breath will I breathe in this still air, only another loving look cast backward, and then I shall stand among you, a seafarer among seafarers, and you, vast sea, sleeping mother, with who alone are peace and freedom to the river and the stream. Only another winding will this stream make. Only another murmur in this glade, and then I shall come to you, a boundless drop to a boundless ocean. And as he walked, he saw from afar men and women leaving their fields and their vineyards and hastening towards the city gates. And he heard their voices calling his name and shouting from field to field, telling one another of the coming of his ship. And he said to himself, shall the day of parting be the day of gathering? And shall it be that my eve was in truth my dawn? And what shall I give unto him who has left his plough in mid furrow, or to him who has stopped the wheel of his winepress? Shall my heart become a tree heavy laden with fruit that I may gather and give unto them? And shall my desires flow like a fountain that I may fill their cups? Am I a harp that the hand of the mighty may touch me, or a flute that his breath may pass through me. A seeker of silences am I. And what treasure have I found in silences that I may dispense with confidence? If this is my day of harvest, in what fields have I sowed the seed, and in what unremembered seasons? If this indeed be the hour in which I lift up my lantern, it is not my flame that shall burn therein. Empty and dark shall I raise my lantern, and the guardian of the night shall fill it with oil, and be shall and he shall light it also. These things he said in words, but much in his heart remained unsaid, for he himself could not speak his deeper secret. And when he entered into the city, all the people came to meet him, and they were carrying out to him as with one voice. And the elders of the city stood forth and said, Go not yet away from us. A noontide have you been in our twilight, and your youth has given us dreams to dream. No stranger are you among us, nor a guest, but our son and our dearly beloved. Suffer not yet our eyes to hunger for your face. And the priests and the priestess said unto him, Let not the waves of the sea separate us now, and the years you have spent in our midst become a memory. You have walked among us a spirit, and your shadow has been a light upon our faces. Much have we loved you, but speechless was our love, and with veils has it been veiled. Yet now it cries aloud unto you and would stand revealed before you. And ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. And others came also and entreated him, but he answered them not. He only bent his head, and those who stood near saw his tears falling upon his breast. And he and the people proceeded toward the great square before the temple. And there came out of the sanctuary a woman whose name was Almitra, and she was a seeress, a seeress. And he looked upon her with exceeding tenderness, for it was she who had first sought and believed in him when he had been but a day in their city. And she hailed him, saying, Prophet of God, in quest of the uttermost, long have you searched the distances for your ship, and now your ship has come, and you must needs go. Deep in your longing for the land of your memories and the dwelling place of your greater desires, and our love would not bind you, nor our needs hold you. Yet this we ask ere you leave us, that you speak to us and give us your truth. And we will give it unto our children, and they unto their children, and it shall not perish. In your aloneness you have watched with our days, and in our wakefulness you have listened to the weeping and to the laughter of our sleep. Now therefore disclose us to ourselves and tell us all that has been shown you of that which is between birth and death. And he answered, People of Orphalese, or what can I speak save of that which is even now moving within your souls? And I'm going to stop there. We are reading the prophet this week, however long it takes us to get through. It's a very short book. If you have it, um, bring it with you tomorrow morning for our meditation. The reason I chose the prophet this week is because there were some lines that really I heard the audiobook last week, and there were some lines, some texts that I thought were really beautiful reflections and meditation. And so we are on a search. Today's meditation is about what we are searching for. Today's meditation is in honor of our becoming and what tools we have access to, but we may not know how to reach it, be connected to it. And so the intention behind every morning meditation is for us to get closer to that source, that source that lives with us. but that sometimes can be challenging to access. And so may we honor that wedding, that right, that's what we did this week. This week we honored ourselves, our process, our practice by marrying love. And now this week we are going to honor all that we are becoming. And so, what is our card today? Our card is I must pay more attention to the messages I receive each day. Until today, you may not have taken the time to listen to your life. You may be avoiding what your life is saying. Just for today, make an appointment to sit down and listen to every experience, to every situation, to every condition, and to every relationship in your life. May today be a day that you just slow down, slower than you have been, like really slow down, to sit in stillness, to be alone, to sit with the quiet. I love this time of day because nothing is stirring. It's me, you, the birds, and the sun rising. Ache. Let us close. I'm very excited for this reading this week because I know that what we're doing is we are connecting to that prophet that's been guiding us our entire lives. And so the more we connect to our practice and our process, the more we connect to source, the more we listen, the more we learn. And so today I am sending you so much peace, so much love, so much gratitude. May you know you are guided and protected always. Have a magnificent day. Ache, Amen, Namaste. And so it is. Peace.